Should the Roborock S6 Pure be your next robot vacuum? Stay tuned as we find out. Welcome back. At TechAutos, we do reviews of the latest tech gadgets and automotive products. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing. Today we're unboxing and reviewing the Roborock S6 Pure Robot Vacuum Cleaner. We purchased this at full retail price from Amazon, see the link in the description below. The S6 Pure is an updated and slightly less expensive version of last year's Roborock S6. This has an MSRP of $600 and features LiDAR navigation, multi-floor mapping for up to 4 floors, no-go zones, Wi-Fi connectivity, automated charging, and home automation integration with Amazon Alexa. So we have a fairly large box here. The rear highlights the LiDAR navigation system, the suction power, and the mopping function. On the side, we have the box contents, and on top a handle and a mention of a 12-month warranty. So now let's get started. First, we slice the tape at the top with a blade. Next, we open the box top. Inside, we have a clear plastic mat for the charging base station. We also have a guide to the mobile app and network connection. A user manual, here's the mopping module with the water tank and pad at the bottom. Power cable. Here we have the robot vacuum itself. We can see the vacuum is covered in some plastic. Let's put it to the side for the moment. Here's the charging dock. Onto the S6 Pure itself. We've taken the protective plastic off, and the first thing to note on top here is the LiDAR sensor. The LiDAR mapping means the S6 Pure intelligently roams around your house, rather than the random bump and turn navigation found in most Roombas and other robot vacuums. Looking around the unit, in the front we have a physical bumper switch. Below, we have the main roller, a side brush for the corner, and the drive wheels. Most of the top surface toward the rear is a spring-loaded lid that pops up. Peak suction on the S6 Pure is 2000 pascals, which is quite powerful. The rated sound level is 69 decibels. Inside, we have a 5200 mAh battery, which Roborock says will last for 3 hours on a charge, covering up to 2100 square feet. The charging dock station is model CDZ12RR. This takes 100 to 240 volt AC input and has a 28 watt rating, though its output rating is 20 volts at 1.2 amps or 24 watts. This is a bit lower than the S6 models, so it'll recharge a little bit slower. The garbage bin here is pretty easy to remove and has a filter on the back. It holds 460 milliliters of volume, which is quite decent in its class. Behind this bin here, we have a brush to help clean the robot. On top are 2 buttons for power and return to home. One thing to note here is that the top surface of the robot is a bit of a fingerprint magnet. Overall build quality looks pretty good. Turning to the bottom, we see a notched out section which is meant for the mopping module, which looks like this. This water tank has a capacity of 180 milliliters. Roborock says the S6 Pure can mop a 1600 square foot or 150 square meter home. But by mop, they mean that you take this rubber plug out, fill the tank with water, and stick the tank onto the robot. Then what happens is the water drips out, and as the vacuum moves around, it will use this pad to somewhat wipe the water you're dropping. Now, the issue with mopping on the S6 Pure is that it has no electronic control over the water drip to avoid carpeted areas and such, so this element may or may not be useful to you depending on your house setup. That said, you can easily use the S6 Pure without the mop module attached, and it works great. Roborock advises that if you're going to place this dock station on a wood floor, you should use this mat they provide underneath. This has adhesive bits, so probably helps reduce sliding around, but we've used it fine without this mat installed. We've now tested the S6 Pure for over 5 months, and this is a solid option in the robot vacuum market. It doesn't have self-emptying like some robot vacuums from iRobot, Ecovacs, and others have, nor does it have an electronic mop dispensing control as some other Roborock models have. But in its core functions of navigation and vacuuming, it does very well, especially in its price range. The suction power has been sufficient to clean both hardwood floors and carpet, and the app and scheduling experience have been reliable. The LiDAR navigation system works precisely and allows for much more efficient cleaning than robot vacuums with simpler navigation systems. Now let's go through a bit of the app and usage experience. The app requires creating a Roborock account. Once you've connected the vacuum, you can let it run and map out the floor as it goes. At the top, you can see how long the robot's been cleaning for in this run, the battery state of charge, and how much area it's cleaned. You can see both the robot's path and current location, as well as a real-time view of the latest map it's generated. This works very well, and it's particularly neat to see the robot generate the map on its first time around your house. You can then split your floor into various zones in case you want to do a touch-up clean of just a particular room. The S6 Pure supports multiple floors as well. The robot can't climb stairs, but if you manually transport it to another level and start cleaning, either via the button on top or through the app, it will first try to recognize the floor and see if it already has a stored map of the level. You can pause and resume cleaning, and there's a Do Not Disturb mode. Roborock makes extensive use of spoken voice updates. The robot will audibly tell you when it starts cleaning, charging, etc. Among other things, the Do Not Disturb mode will mute the voice. Speaking of the voice, Roborock provides 10 different options, but unfortunately for us, only one is in English. You can tell the S6 Pure to head home to its charging dock, or you can command a spot clean or a room clean as we're doing here. You can also manually control the robot.
Starting remote control.
One of the control options gives you a virtual joystick, and it's actually quite fun to drive it around, like a more useful radio control car. When your cleaning task is complete, or if the battery runs low during manual commands, the S6 Pure will automatically head home to its charging station.
Charging.
The app enables you to set cleaning schedules, which work very reliably. You're also shown the S6 Pure's maintenance status, which is essentially a useful set of reminders to periodically clean various parts of the vacuum. And you're easily able to install firmware updates for the robot vacuum. Overall, we've been very happy with the Roborock S6 Pure. It's a competent option that provides great value. If you'd like to take a look at the vacuum on Amazon, see the link in the description below. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and post any comments or questions below. Also, visit our site at techautos.com for more content.